Who really runs the show? Do you really want to know? Who pays our politicians, and as far as education goes, who's in charge of what this nation knows? Who's our friend? Who's our major foe? Who's making us their scapegoat so they can gain control? Do you know the major banks' role in wealth distribution, the Department of Health and institutions, and what the schools tell their students? They fund the jails, the prosecution, they invade our privacy, they watch what we're doing, feed the news propaganda to spread it, cause confusion. It's all an illusion, a sleight of hand and misdirection for home security, claiming it's for citizens' protections, to funding campaigns and who wins the election. They get to decide who gets rid of infections. If we don't stand against them, then this next generation just lost in the system, helpless, influenced by their polluted wisdom, while the wolf in sheep's clothes will succeed in its mission, a new world order where we're all the victim. Well, it's time to risk it all as these events unfold. This nation's condition is critical because the system is flawed. I'd like to see power back to the individual. Said it's time to risk it all as these events unfold. When the nation's condition is critical because the system's flawed. Give up power to the individual. Power to the individual. Feel this weight on top of me, constantly caught up in poverty, watching people with college degrees getting another jobs and seeking this economy. So obviously the lottery is the only chance left to get off of these streets. Until then, we're viewed as obsolete. The rich make a mockery out of equality, so democracy isn't operating properly. They play a monopoly with our stocks and our properties. This highway robbery with police stalking me. So we gotta see a change in the system, from prisons to politicians who abuse their positions. So it's hell now to earn a living in our condition. And now I'm on a mission to form a resistance with my persistence and the people's assistance. I know we can go the distance. In my vision, the government isn't involved with any business. More power to the individual instead of some imbecile that promises all the essentials and seems sensible. But when he becomes official, just wrists us off like a next typical criminal. So it's detrimental that we address Congress and due process. It's preposterous that we're this upset, repressing stress and debt and depressed. Debt and depressed in this recess. Someone please press reset before we repossess our foot. A peaceful protest for one reason. If the system won't protect, we're the people, we don't need one. The tyranny will be ending soon. Best believe the change will come. It's time to risk it all as these events unfold. This nation's conditions are critical because the system flawed. Give up power to the individual. It's time to risk it all because the system flawed. Give up power to the individual. Power to the individual. Ooh. Everything the president says I question it. I know what he represents. Domestic leverage, his own decadence. Our best defense is his next big investment. Everything he recommends is best for him, and probably a death sentence to the poor in this recession. Look, it's evident. Our best defense against this debt and stress is this: to progress in this. We boycott insurance companies, leaving the Federal Reserve empty. Then we question home security, intervene, screaming liberty, diversity. We form our own military. Showing no mercy to the leaders and to see our true adversaries to the community who were abusing the power we gave them to make the feuding cease and give us better opportunities. But they became the nuisance. They reached disputing as these school shootings peak, and they intruding on our privacy, confusing people through lies on live new TV. We have strength and unity, a powerful force. With full support, we can even the score. Reform the system, we reap the rewards, but we can't afford what our leaders have in store for us. War over imports and oil still our main resource. Recording our phone calls and leaving the poor to freeze to death on street corners with no remorse as they drive them around in their Bentleys and Porsches. We can't just ignore this. And the only course left is revolution. I believe we can be victorious. Time to risk it all as these events unfold. This nation's condition is critical because the system's flawed. Give up power to the individual. Time to risk it all as these events unfold. This nation's condition is critical because the system's flawed. Give up power to the individual. Power to the individual. I can't believe this. The leaders, they're trying to defeat us. The system trying to cheat us, take away our right to heat us from the leaders and these secret police chiefs who feed us. Look at the politics and what it did to Jesus. A king's jealousy because people listen to him speak up. If peace is guaranteed along with freedom of speech, can we achieve what we want to see? Prosperity, not working for peanuts and witches of green herb bearing seed. My religion believes, and in the way out of the recess, I believe I can be enough and even being grieved. Judges in the top 10% are the leaders of the public. Sick of the suffering. Enough of this. Revolution.